Hello yogi and welcome. Today I was inspired for us to move with curiosity. So today's class is maybe a little bit different, moving a little bit differently than we normally do, and just exploring and playing around with our practice on the mat. If you'd like to bring blocks along, bring them. We're going to get started in a standing position. Find yourself at the top of your mat, feet are hips distance. Let's take a moment to move and breathe. Stretch your arms up as you inhale. And as you exhale, backstroke these arms behind you and lift through your chest. A couple times, and you can add a little bend and bounce to the knees. Feel free to breathe out through your mouth. Let's do this twice more. Waking up through the body and through the mind. From center, grab a hold of your hips. Find a little arch, or sorry, not arch, a little tuck through the lower back. Let's send our hips to the left, forwards to the right. And now start to arch through your lower back as you send your hips back behind you. Tucking in front, arching behind, and let's reverse. Maybe you feel something by your sacrum, maybe a bit higher up through the spine. Beautiful. Coming through center, keep that softness through the knees. Let's sweep these arms to the side and up. Lift all 10 toes, wiggle them. Wiggle all 10 fingers. As you reach the top, make sure you're at your full inhalation. Look up as palms touch. See if you can reach your shoulders even higher. Exhale, turn these palms out. Toes grab onto the earth. Bend through your knees and imagine your feet are like claws grabbing into the ground as you dive with your chest front and down, feeling the hamstrings stretch. As you come down, release shoulders, release head, release tongue. Sway like a heavy tree. And let's roll up vertebra by vertebra through center. Inhale, arms sweep to the side and up. Here we go, round 2. This time as you exhale, bring palms in through center. Let your heart melt front and down. As you come down, really hang heavy. Roll your body up. Just once more like that. Inhale, sweeping arms, lifting gaze. Through center, we reach our heart front. Rolling up through center. Roll your shoulders up, back and down your spine twice. Make them big circles. Then glide your right hand down the side of the right leg. Reach up and over with left arm. Really reach, reach, reach. See if your heart can lift up towards the sky, pressing against the side of your thigh for a bit of help. Beautiful. Coming through side, lift up and over to the other. Let this time on the mat today be medicine for the soul, for the body. Pivot your chest to the sky. Beautiful. Through side, come back all the way up. Inhale, lift and rise. And exhale, dive with your heart front and down. Hands are going to come to the earth. Resting head. Bring your feet so that they're a bit wider. Toes are pointed outwards. We're going to bend our knees and sink our hips as low as they can go, finding our malasana. And then send the hips high. Head goes down, stretching the legs as best as we can. Let's find our inhale as hips come low, malasana. Exhale into your fold. Twice more. Pressing the ground away as you fold. Final time. Beautiful. Hips are going to come low. Then you're going to step right foot all the way back. And then left foot all the way back. Lower down to your knees. And roll your weight over your hands a couple times. Just drawing some circles over these hands. Reverse the direction. Make sure your fingers are spread out wide. Now turn your fingers so that they point to your knees. As you breathe in, arch through the spine. Send your heart front, your hips reach to the sky. Exhale, push the ground away, round it out. As you come to neutral, flip your palms so fingers point front again. As we arch, send your right toes all the way up like you're trying to reach to the back of your head. As you exhale, press the ground away. Reach your right knee towards your nose, really squeeze it high up. Inhale, toes come to the back of the head. This time as you exhale, draw the right knee all the way out in a circle and then up towards the outside of your right shoulder. Bring it back to your knee. Bring it back to your nose. Then bring it to the outside of your right shoulder, off to the side of your hip, and then the toes reach the back of the head. Arching here, breathe in. As you exhale, let's round and bring the knee to the nose. Once again, open up through the knee and through the hips, and this time extend the leg towards straight, pointing the toes far away. Have your little moment here. And then you're going to bend through the right knee and tuck it behind into the outside of your left knee. So your legs are kind of finding Gomukhasana legs here. Send your hips back over your knees and towards the earth briefly. Then come back forwards onto this left knee. Extend your right leg to straight. And with your right foot, your right toes, you're going to slide the leg and the foot on the ground all the way towards the right, towards as high up on the mat as you can get it, and then all the way back again. Look past your left shoulder as you can peek the right leg. And let's do that once more with breath and with strength. Let's be curious here about where your leg can go. Beautiful. Step your right knee down beside your left. Let's go to the other side. So arching through the spine, let's lift left toes to the back of your head. Exhale into cat, knee to nose. Inhale, arch. Exhale, take it out to the side and then to the side of your left shoulder, back to your nose. Out to the side, all the way back behind you, toes to the back of your head. Inhale. Exhale, back to your nose. Towards the side of your shoulder. Back behind you, keep your hips open, extend through that left leg, point your left toe. And then bend that left knee, tuck it behind your right. Spread these legs a bit wider, like you're a mermaid fin, and walk your hands back to find a little bit of a hip stretch, a little hint of it. In Gomukhasana legs, come back front. You're on your right knee now. Extend your left leg to straight. Now this left toe is going to draw a big circle towards the left, as high up as you can get it. Make sure you have space and there's not a wall like me blocking. Then all the way back behind you. Towards the right, look past your right shoulder. Once more, draw this circle like it's chalk on a board. All the way back and over towards the right. Slowly place left knee beside your right. Shake your hips like you're shaking or wagging your tail. And then send hips back all the way towards heels. Rest on your forehead and flip your palms up. Make fists and circle these wrists. Let's come back forwards into that tabletop. Bring your left foot behind you. Extend through the right leg and reach your right arm up to the sky. Once again, make a fist. This time as you circle your wrist, I also want you to kind of move your elbow like you're, the cowboy movement with a rope and you're trying to throw it away. I can't remember what it's called, but that movement, and then reverse. Just finding a bit of movement here through shoulders and wrists. Let's bring the right hand down and just switch to the other side. Left leg goes long, left arm to the sky. Let's give this left wrist and elbow some love. I think it's called lasso. Reverse. Wonderful. This time, you're going to place your left hand down and bring your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Rising onto fingertips, adjust as you need to. We're just going to shift hips front and back a couple times. Then come rise with your torso above your hips. Lift your arms up. You can keep movement into the hips. Cross your fingers and turn your palms to the sky. Let's stay here with a bent front knee. Tuck your back toes under. Let's lift the back knee up and then lower it to kiss. Lifting it up and lowering it to kiss. Once more. Stay with the back leg lifted. Reach your arms forwards and then frame your left foot. Let's send hips back again. Forwards, we're rocking like a boat. Option now to stay as you exhale with this front leg at your version of straight today. You could lift the toes, even the foot, so you're resting on the heel. Take a breath through length. Exhale, find a bit of depth here. Rebend it. Step back and find yourself in a plank position. Inhale. Option to lower knees down. As you exhale, bend through elbows. Keep them beside your waist and lower to your belly. Inhale to cobra. Heart reaches front, rolling shoulder blades down your spine. Exhale, hips go back to meet your heels. Rest forehead to the earth, child's pose. Come back to tabletop, and this time step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Rise to fingertips and rock. Beautiful. Bring torso over hips now. Arms go up. Let's interlace already. Press palms to the sky. Now keep this front knee bent. Tuck your back toes under. Let's lift the back knee. Lengthen that leg away and then kiss it back down. Lift and kiss. Once more. Stay with the back knee lifted. Lean forwards. Let's frame this right foot. And then once again, we rock like a boat. And maybe we find a kind of pyramid hold. Right leg towards straight. Let's lift the right toes, entire right foot if you can. Inhale. Exhale, bowing here. And can you stay here with your mind? Are you wondering already what the next step is? Stay where you are. You're in this pyramid. Rebend. Step back. Find yourself in a plank. Once again, you could lower knees down. Keep them lifted. Breathe in. Exhale to your belly. Slow. Inhale to maybe a higher cobra. Exhale to your belly again. Tuck your toes under, engage through the core. Elbows squeeze in. Let's push up to plank. Hips go to the sky. Find a downward facing dog. Your first one. Pedal out through the legs. Finding more of that heat. And maybe your Ujjayi breath. From here, bend your knees, lift your heels, and then send your heels towards the left. Press down through your arms. A little twist. Through center, heels go to the right. Bend through knees and push through arms. Through center, same thing towards the left. This time, extend legs towards straight. Bring your left shoulder over your left wrist and your right arm lifts so it reaches across your ear line. We're in this staggered side plank. Inhale. As you exhale, bring the right knee towards your right elbow. Now, if you need to lower this left knee down, go for it, but just play. Inhale, reach away. And as you exhale, you're going to now bring the right knee high up the mat and try to step it to the top corner of the mat. There you go. We're going to rise up to warrior two. So bring your arms Windmill them open. And once you're here, take your time. Now, if all of that was really tricky, don't worry about it too much. Just come and join. Warrior two, loosen through shoulders. Let's find a little bit of strength and pulse through the legs. Not staying too long here. Let's reach forwards. You can find the floor or bring your right elbow towards the knee and lift your left arm up and across your ear line. Finding your side angle today. I welcome you to roll out these wrists. Optionally, to lift this right arm off the floor, off the ground entirely, and to kind of drape it across your body to reach behind you for a bit more core work. Now bring your right hand towards the ground to the outside of your right foot. You're going to straighten this leg and rebend. Let's reach your left arm to the sky, straighten, rebend. Now this is where having yoga blocks is really handy. Now if you don't have them but you find this is a bit too deep, you could grab a hold of your shin a bit higher up, just not your knee, okay? Don't push back on your knee. And now let's stay in our Trikonasana today. Let it be long, lifting high. Imagining that your back is resting on a platform behind you or a wall. Can you lift your right toes up? Breathing deep here. From here, reach up, up, up to stand tall. Bend your front knee. Let's take this to reverse warrior. Once again, like before, let's try and drape this left arm, the supporting arm, across our body towards the front. So we create this yin-yang kind of shape. Bend your right knee a bit deeper. Seeing where your head's at in this moment. We went from doing not yoga, doing the rest of our life, to all of a sudden sweating it out on the mat. From here, we're going to kind of twist and revolve the whole spine. So lift up the back heel, turn towards the right. You may need to create a bit of space between your feet. This right arm's going to reach all the way behind you to your left hamstring, and this left arm's going to reach up and over as we revolve our lunge. Enjoy this opening, this counter twist. Now lower the back knee down. Hold your right hip and you can push it away from you as you bend this left elbow to the top of this, outside of this right knee. Lean forwards now. We're gonna find a twist. Yeah, we're getting straight into it. You don't have to find prayer palms. You can kind of do what you want here, but prayer palms are welcome. To push palms into one another, find a bit of a deeper twist. Just the sense of the feeling. Because now, hold your right thigh, move away from it, place your left hand to the earth, reach your right arm up, lift your back knee. As you exhale, dive into the imaginary ocean in front of you. Inhale to open up again. Let's continue. Dive and open. Dive and open. Twice more. Beautiful. Hands come down, step back into a plank position. Take a moment here to breathe. Exhale, lower to belly. Inhale, heart guides you. Exhale, finding downward facing dog. Heels lift up. They go towards the right. Bend through the knees for a bit of a twist. Now lengthen through legs, shifting your weight slightly forwards. Reach your left arm across your ear line. Inhale. Exhale, crunch your left elbow to your left knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, step your left foot to the top corner of the mat. as slow and graceful as you can. Stamp your right foot down. Now windmill your body up to warrior two. So notice we're doing a lot of these kind of 360 twists and transitions, which is quite lovely for the spine. It's also good to just build up those neurons in the brain, get your body used to doing some different things. Staying and finding some sense of stillness here in warrior two. Then leaning or reaching front to your side angle. Exploring curiosity, so see if you can do this shape a little bit differently than you normally do. So perhaps your elbow is normally on your thigh. Try place the hand down today. Maybe you find that you don't bend as much through the knee, but maybe you find you're strong enough today to take it another centimeter lower. And now the left hand is going to come to the floor or to your shin as we straighten through this left leg and see how it is. Then rebend. Reach your right arm straight up now. And when you're ready, stay with that straight leg, finding your Trikonasana today. Your triangle pose. Lifting all 5 toes there. See if you can hover this left hand off the leg. And play with where your gaze is at. And on your next inhalation, rise all the way up. Bend through your front knee. Elegantly take it back or into this yin-yang shape. Are we ready? We're going to take this to revolved lunge. So rising through center, through the center of our axis, kind of, we're twisting. Lift your back heel up. You may need to create distance between the feet. Turn to the left. Left hand glides down, right hamstring. Right arm reaches up and over. Look behind you. Then when ready, lower the back knee down. Bend the right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Bring palms together. Press the left knee away. Find length through spine. Left hand grabs a hold of the top of the thigh. Push it away. Bring your right hand to the ground in front of you. Lift the back knee off and find an open, easy twist to the left. Take your inhalation. And as you breathe out, we begin this series of diving down and reaching up and open. Let each exhalation follow you like a crash of a wave. 2 more. Here we go. Final one. From here, left hand is going to come to the earth. Left foot is going to step back. Lower onto your forearms, and we're going to find a dolphin practice. So option to keep your arms, your forearms shoulders distance like this. Palms are down. I find it's helpful to interlace your fingers. Pressing forearms into the earth. Send your hips to the sky like downward facing dog. Walk your feet closer. And find your place where you're happy. And this may be where you want to stay today. Working on pushing the ground away with those shoulders. Otherwise, we practice walking in a bit closer, getting those hips more elevated over shoulders. And today we also practice lifting one leg up, high up, bending it, bringing it close, and lifting the other leg up. Let this be playtime. Play around with what the other foot, the ball of the foot is doing. And do twice on both sides. From wherever you're at, once you're done, climb onto hands in your downward facing dog. Bring your left knee towards your left wrist. Left foot drapes across. Lower the back knee down. Stay high on fingertips for a moment. Rolling shoulders down your back. Check out that back leg straight out behind you. And when you're ready, we are going to slowly find ourselves easing into your single pigeon pose. Now, if this is not accessible for you, you could do a supine pigeon, kind of with your foot across your knee, and then pulling it gently in towards you, keeping that foot flexed. You could also place towels and whatever you need underneath this left hip to help you out, okay? There's lots of help and support here. Immediately letting things wind down. If you like to play around, then this is your opportunity to do it with me. You could find a little twist, turning towards the inside of this foot, kind of hooking your elbow there. This only really works if your foot is quite high up, okay? Twisting here and finding a little prayer pose. Otherwise, sit on your left hip, bring your hands off the floor, and try to lift this back leg up and sweep it out in front of you, across you, and then to the side and behind. Do that a couple times. Trying to keep the leg as high up as you can. And then optional play is to hug that right calf and shin in. Cradle it like a baby. And play around by hooking the big toe, extending it front, open. You could fold towards it. Rebending, send it back, find your way back to downward facing dog so we can take it to the other side. Right toes to the sky, the knee to the right wrist, draping the foot across. Come a bit higher for a moment. See what you need. If you need any props or help, then in your own time, we're going to lower. As before, option to play is here. So finding that twist towards the left, or coming onto your right hip, sweeping and swinging this left leg from side to back to front, and so on and so forth. Playing around with cradling it like a baby. Bit of a hip stretch here. To hooking the big toe, extending the leg front, sitting as tall as you can as you do these things. And folding towards the leg. From here, everyone is going to come onto their right hip, sweep their left foot forwards, find a Baddha Konasana shape, soles together. Hold on to your ankles, shine your heart front and up. Let's take a little fold. Rising up, plant your feet down. Reach your arms in front of you as you breathe in. As you breathe out, tuck through your lower spine, roll halfway down. Pause. Lift one arm overhead. Reach it front, lift the other arm. Reach it front. Lower back once more, a little bit more, just before your shoulders reach the ground. Extend one leg in front of you, rebend. The other leg, rebend. Step your feet in closer, then lower the rest of the way. Arms are gonna go by your sides. Now send your hips to the sky. Find yourself in a lovely bridge. You could work shoulders together, interlace fingers. You could take this to a wheel. A little tip for those of you who are afraid of wheel is you could use a wall and kind of walk down a wall that way or walk back up. But I find it's more safe if you have a buddy at home or a visitor and they stand right behind you and you grab onto their ankles, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna actually lift onto the crown of your head first and see how that feels for everything. And then you can see from here if you can lift the rest of the way, and they can kind of help you out. There are loads of videos. And then to come safely out, I like to come to crown of my head. You could even reposition arms and hands. Then lift your head, tuck your chin in, and roll the rest of your way down. Everybody come back down, flat onto your back. Hug knees to armpits. Let's find happy baby. Seeing if there's any tension in these hips today. Let's take this baby side to side. Bring knees together. Take them off to one side. A brief twist. Knees come in and through center, take them off to the other side. And coming through center, hugging your knees to your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Extend your legs and get ready for your Savasana. Relax through your cheeks. And since we didn't spend so much time at the start of class focusing on breath or even setting much of an intention today, allow your body to take this rest time to just exist, to breathe freely, openly, deeply, and to allow your body to absorb the practice, especially around your spine. Send some love there to your wrists today, your ankles, your hips. Spreading that joy and a sense of healing energy. I shall leave you here to rest and recuperate. Thank you so much for joining me. I will see you next time.